Hello, fourth grade. Mrs. Hand here, and today we're going to be reading Counterfeit Money Then and Now from Lesson 2.3 in the OLS. Counterfeit money then and now. Counterfeit means the word that comes from the Latin roots contra, which means against, and fakery, which means make or do. In modern English, the word means fake, phony, or imitation. Counterfeit money is fake money made by people trying to get away with something. Faking real money. Real U.S. dollars are printed at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, BEP. The printing plants for the BEP are in Washington, D.C. and Fort Worth, Texas. Nowhere else. Make no mistake, counterfeit money is illegal. People who print counterfeit money are criminals. Apparently, for some people, that doesn't matter. People have been printing fake money for hundreds of years. Agents of the U.S. government have been finding those people and tracking down the bogus bills for just as long. Over time, the government's job has gotten easier. 21st century technology has made it harder and harder to pass fake bills off as real. The story of counterfeit currency begins with the earliest English settlements and continues through today. Since 1865, the government has been in a constant struggle to stay one step ahead of counterfeiters. As you'll notice here on page 43, you see these words like bogus and currency that are big and bolded. There is a reason that these words are bolded. Most likely that they will be defined at the end of this text. The caption of this picture states, "A police agent shows counterfeit U.S. currency after authorities seized $1,800,000 in counterfeit U.S. $100 bills from a gang they arrested in 2014 in Lima, Peru." Here's the counterfeit money timeline. So it's starting in the early 1600s, wampum beads of polished shells strung together as a belt. The standard currency for Native Americans and New England settlers is counterfeited by changing the colors of shells to the more highly valued dark shades. Then in the 1700s, coins are in short supply and the colonies start using paper money. A 16-pence bill from 1776 states, "To counterfeit is death." As the Revolutionary War begins, the British start printing fake American money in the hopes of weakening the American economy. In 1865, nearly half of all paper money is thought to be counterfeit. President Lincoln establishes the Secret Service to protect the country's currency, a responsibility the agency still has. In 1878, Emmanuel Ninger begins making counterfeit 20s, 50s, and $100 bills. The bills look so real they fool most shopkeepers, but Ninger gets caught because the ink on one of his bills smudges when he puts it on a wet counter. 1929. The Treasury Department redesigns the currency so it's more difficult to counterfeit. Security features including a security thread visible only under ultraviolet light are added to the paper, and regular printers and copiers cannot reproduce it. Wow, I didn't know the light has been around that long. Good to know. By the mid-90s, the Treasury Department redesigns the currency to make it even harder to counterfeit. The portrait is more detailed, and additional security features include watermarks on $5 and $10 bills that increase the difficulty of copying them. And by 2003 to 2008, the currency continues to be redesigned. Security features include more complex images, background colors, special ink, and a different security thread location for each denomination. Fake versus real. Nowadays, money detector machines use technology to distinguish the real from the fake. Put in a bill on one of these machines and you'll know in an instant whether it's real or fake. Counterfeit detector pens also uncover fake money. If the pen is used to mark a real bill, the area that is marked either remains colorless or turns pale yellow. However, if the bill is fake, the area that is marked by the detector pen turns black. Before money detector machines and pens, shopkeepers and others had to rely on their eyes. They would compare the portrait, the serial numbers, the borders, and other details of a bill with the same details on a bill they knew to be genuine. The process was slow and humans make errors, but it was better than nothing. Counterfeiters today have lots of challenges. They must keep up with every changing currency and the technology to reproduce it. They also need to print bills that can outsmart the sophisticated technology used to detect counterfeit currency. No easy task. Fun fact: the ridges on coins help to prevent them from being counterfeited. The ridges also aid in distinguishing denominations of coins. The caption under this photo states, "Before technology could help them, shopkeepers had to rely on their own eyes to try and discover whether bills were counterfeit." If you end up with fake money, you own it. That is, you can't trade it in for the real thing or buy anything with it. You're just out of luck. Chances are your money is real. About 600 billion is in circulation. Of all that cash, less than 0.1% is counterfeit. So only 1 in every 10,000 bills is fake, and it's probably not the one in your pocket. Anti-counterfeit toolkit. Here's what you can look for to be sure your money is real. 1. Look at the portrait. Does it look authentic? Does it stand out against the background? The portrait on fake bills may look dull or flat. Step 2. Look at the logo for the Federal Reserve and Treasury. Does it look sharp and clear? On counterfeit bills, the toothed rim of the logo may have broken points. Step 3. Look at the borders. Are they clear? Are the lines unbroken? Step 4. Look at the serial numbers. All of the numbers should be the same color. They should be evenly spaced. If they're not, the bills could be counterfeit. Step 5. Look at the paper. It should contain tiny red and blue fibers. Step 6. Feel the paper. It's made from cotton pulp and should feel a bit rough. Compare the paper with a bill you know is real. Step 7. Shine a light through the bill. Can you see a watermark? Fake bills don't have a watermark. And here, like I said, those big bolded words such as authentic, base, bogus, all of these bolded words in the text can be defined here in the glossary because this was a nonfiction text. Thank you for reading and learning with me. I will see you the next time.